Hi, I'm Paul, the Yorkshire Gourmet. I'm here with Mountain Warehouse today in the wonderful Peak District. Today I'm going to cook a family meal, and it's pork belly, tomato and butterbean stew. The difference with wild camping and camping at a family campsite is that you've got a lot more opportunities to cook something a bit more elaborate. So the basis of the stew is the pork belly. Added to that is the tomato and the butter beans, along with organic vegetables. This is also accompanied by fresh herbs and a spice bag, which contains black pepper, cardamom, mace. And that really just permeates through the stew. Added to that as well is a good splash of sherry, which I'll caramelise with the pork belly, along with some honey. From start to finish, it'll probably take about 20 to 30 minutes cooking time from initial prep to finishing the meal. So what I'm going to do now is just finely chop the celery and the carrot, and what that does, it enables it to cook quickly. So I've got the onion to chop, I've got smoked garlic to slice, so that's all the veg. So what I'm going to do now is heat up some water. I'm going to add a ham stock cube to this, and the ham obviously complements the flavour of the pork belly. So I'm going to, what I'll do is I'll begin by softening the onion and the carrot and the celery. Now the vegetables are slightly softened, I'm just going to put some sliced garlic in there. I'm going to turn the heat down as well, so I don't want that to burn. So now I'm going to just put the lid on the pan and let the vegetables just literally steam, and this just helps them soften on a low heat. Meanwhile, the stock is just gently heating away. So the vegetables are looking like they're soft now. So what I have here is a little dash of smoked paprika. It's literally just a pinch. And also cayenne pepper. So the next step is the tin of tomatoes. Let that heat through. So the tomatoes are in there. The next step is to add the ham stock and let that simmer. So the next thing is a spice bag. And in this we've got black cardamom, cinnamon bark, black peppercorns and mace. So in that goes. Followed by a bay leaf and a sprig of thyme. So just let that slowly simmer away. So next we've got the belly pork into the hot pan that goes. So as that cooks, I'm going to put a dash of smoked paprika into there, which will also add some colour. Quickly stir that round. So what I'm aiming to do is just caramelise the pork and render off some of the fat. Just got to be patient and get this to caramelise. A lot of water comes from the pork as well, so that needs to evaporate. See, that's starting to just go brown now. So the pork takes literally 5 or so minutes. What I'm aiming for is a nice browned looking meat. So the next important step is to remove the spice bag. That's done its job now, so that can come out of the pan. Also the bay leaf and the thyme, that no longer needs to be in the pan either. Just take those out.
Good for the butter beans.
Yep. So the next step is to add the butter beans and the water that's in the tin as well. So for added flavour, I'm adding sherry to this. I think it's important to just let the sherry evaporate in the pan, and as that does, the pork just caramelises. You can really smell the vapours as well. So just to add a final layer of sweetness, just to balance out all the spices, is a little bit of local honey. And that's just going to caramelise in the pan. Season the pork a little bit, just think it just needs that extra boost. So I'm using black sea salt, which is slightly more sophisticated sort of flavour, a bit darker. I think one of the crucial things with cooking is seasoning, and it's really, really important to taste it. Don't be afraid to just taste a little bit of pork, taste whatever's in the pan, just see if it just needs that little extra bit of seasoning. And that's got the sweetness, the smokiness, and it's just ready now to add to the rest of the stew. In goes the pork. That's finished, done its job now in the frying pan, and that's going to be added to the rest of the stew. Within the pork we've got all the different flavours there. There's the smoked paprika, the honey, a little bit of extra salt just to boost the flavour. As you can see, it's really caramelised really, really nicely. It's sweet, tangy, spicy. All the flavours come through there, spices, the honey, the paprika. Really good family food.